Ninth Age.
So I guess we're not going to review the army book yet.
What army book?
The Red Oaks.
Did they have an army book? Did they really?
You said you reviewed it for next week last time we talked.
I lie. I lie a lot.
Obviously.
Hello everyone, this is Waldorf. And this is Battle Report 326.
326.
Can't believe I played this many games and I'm still this bad. Alright, Orcs and Goblins versus the Warriors of the Dark Gods.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This is just the games you've recorded.
That's good. That's a very good point.
You played many more games than this.
That's a very good point.
Yes.
Anyway, Warriors of the Dark Gods, my nemesis. This is as among every other army.
The WDG. At Huzzah Hobbies.
Actually, I've surprisingly done better against WDG than most armies lately.
Oh, yeah. At least you outnumber them.
Yeah, got that going for me. So my general on the Warbore, I'm still sticking with the Tuck Tex Guard instead of the Mithril Mail on him.
Okay.
Feral Orc Shaman with Pyromancy on a boar. A Feral Orc BSB with the Mithril Mail on foot. And he's got the King Slayer and Ether Icon. 28 Orc Ed Bashers with spears and shields. And they have the, there it is, the Green Tide banner. Full command and a Green Tide banner. 8 Goblin Wolf Riders. Full loadout, shields, light lance, and bows. 2 units of 5 Boar Riders with shields and musicians. 9 mounted Ed Bashers with full command, Ether Icon, and shields and lances. 3 Chariots as a unit of 3. 15 Iron Orcs with a musician. Let's see, 5 Wolf Riders.
See my shirt.
I did, because for some reason I thought I had a champion, but maybe not. 5 Goblin Wolf Riders with a, shield, light lance, and bows.
Mm-hmm.
Get Launcher with an Overseer, 2 Skewers, and a Gargantula with a Web Launcher.
So you got Ether Icon on this one unit. That's your only Ether Icon?
I got 2.
What's the other
The
one?
BSB's carrying 1. The idea is the BSB's on
There it is.
foot,
Oh, in between parentheses, yes. Okay.
and the mage has the magic, the Obsidian Rock. So if the mage joins the Boar Riders, they're they're MR3.
Okay.
If he runs over and joins the foot guys, they're MR3.
Okay.
So he can bounce between units and give them MR3 and feel decent about that.
Okay.
So we're going to be playing the Warriors of the Dark Gods. Warriors have a sorcerer who's a master of alchemy.
This is slightly shorter than yours.
It's much smaller because I didn't actually get the list. I didn't get his list, so
Okay.
this is from what I can see in memory.
Okay.
He had 3 units of 10 warriors.
I don't remember which kind they were.
They were not marked.
Okay.
I just don't remember if they had command or not.
Okay.
10 Chosen of Lust with the Wasteland Torch and paired weapons.
Okay.
10 more Chosen of Lust with paired weapons. 2 units of 6 Wretched Ones and 2 Forsaken Ones. So the sorcerer also had whatever magic item gives. If the random movers within 18, they can reroll their distance. Okay. And of course, those 6 guys, all 4 of those units on the bottom are random movement.
So you did have units of Wretched Ones. I thought I was talking to another guy that was there, and said I just popped in and we were painting on Skype, and he said it wasn't Wretched Ones. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now it makes sense.
So there's the board. We drew. This is the map we randomized. I think it's map 1 actually, and the Spoils of War with the 3 tokens across the middle of the board. Off on the right is that field, which he then used his Wasteland Torch and turned it into a ruin.
Okay.
So.
Doesn't look like a ruin.
Well, I didn't have a second ruin, so we just
the monolith showed up.
We just flipped it. So here's the deployment. I dropped like 2 units. He went first and only dropped 1 unit. So I dropped a unit. He dropped a unit. And I was like, oh, okay. So we're going to do this for this time. So I dropped another unit, and then he dropped everything to go first. I was like, oh, crap. Okay, never mind. So, which I should have done up front, but thought he was going to play that game.
Well, at least he's not super shooty.
He has no shooting, so we got that going on. So that's where we lined up. So you can see the units of chose. On the left, he's got the what do they call it? The grindy guys. I just said it.
Ones.
The wretched ones. Wretched ones. The chosen guys in the water. One unit of knights. Two the forsaken ones. In the center of his line, another unit of knights, more wretched ones, another unit of foot knights, and then more chosen on the side.
Okay.
He calls this his point and click army because the idea is you just go forward and just smash.
Yep. It's very smashy.
So first turn, he rolls, and he got like a decent roll with that second forsaken one. I mean, he got like an 8 or a 9. And it said, oh, I can do better. He got like a 4. So that's why the one guy's lagging way back there. Okay. Meanwhile, everything else comes up. You can see this unit of wretched ones off on the left has, advanced beyond the center line of the board already. So I'm just looking at this stuff coming in at me hard. It's not looking great. So, and that's the right side.
I'm sorry. Did he have magic?
Yeah, he's got alchemy.
Alchemy, okay.
He's got alchemy, and for whatever reason has a couple. I don't know where he got them, but he has a couple. Maybe there's a level 2 mage in there too. Okay. Don't know. For whatever reason, he has a couple spells that gave him reroll to hits and wounds. Okay. So anyway, reroll to wounds.
That's good with level strength 4.
Yeah, that's what he wants because everything's strength 4 except for the big guys, the two forsaken ones who are strength 6. So that's why he's coming forward. And that's it. He was just checking the arc, and it turns out the boars, because we were thinking maybe the boars were in the flank of those wretched ones, but they're not. Not that I want to go charge over there and expose the flank to those 10 chosen hiding behind the fence. So turn 1, my turn. So over on the left, the chariots are going to charge into the wretched ones. I'm just hoping to do a bunch of damage and kill a bunch before they destroy my army. Because that unit puts out 6d6 plus 6, strength 4, grind attacks. No matter if you kill them or not.
6d6.
Yep. d6 apiece, and there's 6 of them.
But he only gets what?
Nope, they fight from the back rank too.
Do they?
Yep, of course they do. Why would they not?
Oh, they were capped at 3.
It's a very dumb unit to me.
Okay.
Because again, it's like we've talked about before with grind attacks and all those attacks. Something that bypasses the mechanics of the game, makes weapon skill useless because, you don't care. You just hit people.
Yep.
Makes spells useless because, I make myself harder to hit. Too bad. I hit you.
Yeah.
Anyway, never been a fan of auto hits. So anyway, it's going to charge them. And then I saw this opportunity here in the center of the board. Of course, whatever. If I charge this guy, the Forsaken one, and kill him, which I think I can do, I overrun into his bunker with his magic user in it.
Okay.
And he's got alchemy. And if I can kill that, he's got no magic for the rest of the game.
And you think he'll be out of line of sight of his other one?
No, his other one's got random movement. It's going to pivot and hit me in the flank.
That's why I'm wondering why you think that's going to be okay.
I've got the general in the corner.
Okay.
He comes, hits me in the flank, my general will punk him.
Okay.
So that's the way I'm looking at this.
Okay.
So anyway, so we got that going for us. And we do the war cry just to make sure those boar riders get in there, and we do it.
Okay.
Smash. Look at that.
So 2 charges with your war cry.
Yep. Part 1 of the plan already come to fruition. Both made it. I don't think the chariots could fail, by the way. Just want to point that out.
I'm pretty sure they couldn't.
The rest of the movement, the Iron Orcs come forward a bit. The big unit of guys in the center come forward. The big Ed Bashers, not Biggins, over here on the boar. The boars, I don't think they moved, or maybe they went sideways. And the spider stayed where it was.
Using its catapult?
Use its catapult. And it did. It used its catapult to great effect. did nothing. Actually, it got I shot I shot the catapult at the Forsaken one that was going to charge me in the flank next turn to get the dangerous terrain part of it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So these guys charge in and did.
They're supposed to be on 50s, right?
Who?
The wretched ones.
Are they?
His tray's bigger, so yeah, I'm just trying to
No,
remember.
maybe that's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I think they're 40s.
Oh, they're 40s.
Yeah, I think they're 40s. So I charged in because I lined up my corner of my unit, the corner of this chariot on the right, just to get as far as possible from those guys over there. And I think we did 8 wounds because I see at least 1 wound marker back there in the back. You know, that got through his
What save?
His 5 up.
Aegis? Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get flaming swords off on this unit. It didn't go, but whatever. So I did 8 wounds to him. He, guess we'll get back and find out what he did to me anyway.
What,
he killed 1 chariot.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
I think he did 7. I think he killed 1 chariot and left another with a wound on it.
Okay, so you killed that guy.
So I killed him. That's what it's looking like. And, you know, I put a wound on that guy in the back with the Doom Diver, I think.
Oh, Doom Diver, okay.
And we shot him, and we overrun smack into that unit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exactly what he did. 7 to me over there on the left.
And he only killed 1 of your guys?
Yeah, he did 4 to one, 3 to another. On the chariots.
No, I meant.
Oh, the boar riders?
Yeah.
Yep. Actually killed 2.
What'd you, okay.
Killed 2 because I had 1 poking out the back.
Oh, that was a unit of 9. Oh, you got 2 characters.
It's a unit of 9 with 2 characters.
Okay.
And I really got nervous when he was not doing wounds because I was like, oh, if I have 1 left over, then that unit of left, that unit of chosen can hit me in the flank.
Yeah.
But anyway, worked out, and there we go. First part of the plan, second part of the plan came perfect.
Okay. You love when plan comes in, so I got 18 on your book?
So it is. So starting on...
You do quote that line, you have to. You get it
starting on turn 2, this is what it looks like. And he's all happy because his guy is going to crash into my flank. Other than that, he moves up. He crashes into my flank there. He moved his grindy guys up over here by the tower. They're just pushing straight up into my face.
Okay.
And his guy behind them come up. Even the guys came out of the ruins back there and came forward.
Yeah, the guys are hiding behind the wall.
And they decided to stay where they were.
Okay. Wants to contest that objective at some point?
Correct. If I go to the objective, he walks forward and just slaughters me.
Yeah.
You know, okay. Anyway, we'll get to that. Anyway, so...
Wow, that worked out well.
He comes into my side. I butchered a bunch of those. I don't know. I think I killed 5 of the knights and put 2 wounds on this guy on the right, or 1 wound because he already had 1 on him. And pivot and faced him. The other guys broke and ran.
Oh, okay. They ran away. Okay.
Yeah, they're running. He didn't turn them around, but they're fleeing.
Okay.
So that's what we got. And over here, of course,
how many did you actually kill, do you know, of the warriors?
It was 5, I think.
Okay.
It was 5 and 1 wound over on the left. So, and I did count as charging, so it worked out.
Yeah.
He only killed 4 of me. No, I liked it.
Okay.
Anyway, here we finished off the 1 more of the not the Forsaken ones, the wretched ones.
And he finished you off.
And he killed me.
Okay.
So, but they're down to 3. We did half the damage to him.
Okay.
Not sure that point-wise that works out, but game-wise, I think it did. And that's where we're going into the second half. Nope.
Okay.
He charged me. Yeah, this is going into the second half of turn 2. So we decide that we don't want to fight the wretched ones yet. We want to keep around to shooting at them. So we just park the boar riders right there in front of them.
Okay.
Don't give him room to pivot.
And your bolt thrower goes through.
So the bolt thrower can hit them. Over here on the left, the Iron Orcs and the Boar Boys charged into this unit. What I'm looking for here, of course, is a win, and we crush them. And the Boar Boys overrun into the guys back there, the Chosen, to keep them off the Black Orcs for a turn.
Okay.
because I hit him. We don't fight this round. We fight next round.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to look at that base size if it's bothering me.
Is it really?
What would have mattered in this case, how you lined up, but yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't affect this fight any, but yeah.
Wouldn't affect anything. I could still, yeah, anyway. So anyway, that's what we do there. And off on the right, the general does his job, puts the remaining 4 units wounds on that big monstrous thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, like all grindy stuff and auto hit stuff, not only is it auto hit, doesn't matter if it dies or not, it still gets to attack.
Right.
So wonderful. He stomps a few more.
Did he rally?
Wolf Riders.
Or hasn't he had it?
He hasn't had a turn yet. So I reform to here so I can see both units.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the guys that are fleeing, if in case they rally, and I can see this other unit of chosen if I want to go into that meat grinder.
Right.
Here we go. This works out as planned, and the Boar Riders charge all into the.
They kill those guys, lost just a few, and then boom. Okay.
Yep. And moving on.
Did you try to charge with the Iron Orcs and they didn't make it? Or?
No, they just stayed and pivoted because my idea is they'll stay. Boar Riders threaten their flank. He either has to turn and face the Boar Riders. Whichever flank he gives me to the Iron Orcs or the Boar Riders back there, they're going to take it.
Okay.
I don't want to hit that unit in the front. So what did that do?
I don't know what to do.
So I'm showing that. Go to the next slide. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I did, but it didn't go to the next slide like I wanted it to.
Okay.
And this side, like you see there, I've managed to put a couple wounds on those guys, but not much. The grindy guys, the guys I don't like, the wretched ones. And we're going to go to turn 3. Turn 3, and by the way, he killed my mage. Just want to point that out.
Okay.
Because my mage was leading the charge in that Boar Boy unit, which is not a good idea. Just thought that might be interesting. And there we go. So this is.
At least you don't have another one.
This is the beginning of his turn. His turn is guys make a charge. They needed a 9 on 2 dice. They made it, which is unfortunate for me because now he's lined up in the flank of my Wolf Riders.
Just for clarity on the previous point, so your plan was to get rid of his mage, and so instead you decide just to give up.
I sacrificed my own mage to get rid of his. Yes, okay. I think that's a good deal. Because, I think his did cost more than mine.
Is he dead?
No. Just saying.
Just checking.
Okay. Anyway. So there, here, these guys just stuck in the fight. You can see where his hand is. He's failed his charge.
Right off the table.
He failed his rally and continued to run off the table.
Well, so it did work out.
So in that case, it did.
Yeah.
So now we go to the Boar Boys. That's a 3 and should be 3 and a 5. Shouldn't be 3 and 7. The 2 shouldn't be there. It's a 3 and a 5. You know what the 3 and a 5 signifies?
I have no idea.
3 and a 5 signifies 35, which is the number of attacks that unit has.
35.
35.
How do we get to 35?
Well, they have 3 each, normally.
He's got 5 in the front.
And he's got 5 in the front.
So that's 15.
They've got paired weapons.
15, 20.
And the back rank, since they're chosen, fight in up to 3 per model.
3?
It is.
Oh, it was 2. Okay.
It is 3.
Okay.
So therefore, he has 7 per file.
Okay.
Times 5 is 35. 35 wonderful attacks. But it's okay, because they have 2 wounds each.
Yes, they do.
So, 35 attacks. So, needless to say, the that wall that I charged just became a red smear of Boar Boy and Orc blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does he do after that?
34. Well, on the bright side, he needed 2s to hit me.
Yeah.
Because their weapon skill is 6 base with 7 with paired weapons.
Well, if you're not very strong.
Yes, strength 4, AP 1.
Yeah.
And when you got 35 of those, that's enough.
He doesn't have the shield.
That's true. He doesn't get to do damage to me when I hit him.
Yeah.
So off here on the right,
that war machine, I'm shocked.
he did, and to my chagrin, my Wolf Riders decided to pass a morale check and stick around to get charged in the flank.
I probably would have caught you. Just to prove something to you.
Next turn, you mean?
Okay.
So, up here, he charged me. Didn't manage to kill my boar boys.
All right.
I'm completely shocked by this.
Well, got decent armor.
He was down to 4 of them, so I mean, it was only, what's that, on average, 14, 18 hits, which 9 wound, and I've got a 4-up armor versus him. Actually, he's AP 0. I've got a 3-up armor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not terrible. Anyway, so I stick around there. Moving on.
That's why he dropped to me, because he doesn't have a lot of high strength attacks.
Right.
To get through armor.
And the reroll, he's looking for reroll to wounds too from the other spell he had from whatever it was. Anyway,
the big thing is armor is
right.
What he has to worry about.
So the Chosen decided to stay where they were and keep the wall between them and the Iron Orcs.
Okay.
So the Boar Boys are going to go in to the flank.
Okay.
Over here on the right, the Ed Bashers are going in to the corner of the Wretched Ones, and the Spider is going to go into the other corner.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, he's got 4 left. These guys decide to take the wall with them and beat us with it. They go. We fight this fight. He kills my unit. I'm down to my general. But he managed to put 2, 4, I think 5 wounds on the unit.
So you got two guys there now?
I think he's missing 2, and there's a wound on 1.
Okay.
So that would be 5.
I mean, you look like you have 2 guys.
Do I?
Maybe just his hand.
I might still have a champion left.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. So he won, and
Actually, I did. I did have 2 models left, I think. It's not looking like in that picture. Anyway.
He turned the pivot.
And he made his roll to turn to pivot, unfortunately. Because he's, he is steadfast versus me. So.
Well, hey, your Iron Orcs are in the flank now.
On the bright side, these guys came in, did some damage to the Wretched Ones, killed 2, unfortunately, very low. They're unbreakable because they need unbreakable with all that other stuff. Because of the way everything was lined up, the Orcs fought their way out of combat and just pivoted.
Okay. Well, they need to be ready.
Because the 2 Boar Boys are still there in the center.
Come around.
So, well, yeah. So, that's it. And we're going to go to turn 4. Turn 4, the Chosens charged me in the flank and made it. And then the other 2 units just kind of shuffled around. He's picked up this token on here on the right. The unit in the center by the tower has the center token.
Okay.
My Iron Orcs, I think at this point, have picked up their token on the left. If they haven't, they do this turn. So those guys charge into my flank. My Spider, again, does 5 wounds to him. Beats on the Chosen. And
only give you 3 wounds.
What's that? He only gave me 3 wounds with 35 attacks. I've got a 5-up save, so I mean it's not.
Well, I need 6s. And
right. 35 attacks, hitting me on 3s, and then he needs 6s to wound. No re-rolls, so.
Hitting on 3s, not 2s.
3s because he's 7 and I'm 4.
Okay.
I'm not. The Spider's 4, not 3. So he missed it by 1. Anyway, so he ends up winning this combat by 1.
Okay.
That's okay. My BSB's there. So that's not a really good picture of that. So let's go to the next picture because it shows it a little bit better. We'll come back to that one. Yeah. So I've got 2 chances on a 6 on the Spider, which, if you want to do the math according to the 9th aid spreadsheet, little cheat sheet says 66% chance I make it. Okay. It failed. Okay. I got a...
Also means 34% chance you don't.
It does, correct. I agree. Now, the Boar Boy has a rerollable 6 because he lost the combat by 1. Has a 34% chance to run and decides to take that. Okay. So when all that happens, the Ed Bashers have like a 92% chance to roll the rerollable 8, and they don't like it, and they run.
Okay. And wires his guys off the table.
So the big guy you see there, the wretched one, chases the poor boy and doesn't catch him. The other guys pivot and chase the spider.
Oh, the spider was in contact with the wretched one still, and he sent you towards
Correct.
the back edge. Okay.
Exactly.
And he ran off the table.
And the spider runs through the what you would call it, the get launcher, and off the table. Interesting note on this: that big giant spider is, what is it called? It's
Gargantula?
No, the gargantula is insignificant.
Oh, insignificant, yeah.
So as it runs through the get launcher with a bully, it doesn't care and just goes off the board.
Yeah.
You know, it just laughs at him running away. But anyway, so there we go. I wasn't laughing. I thought out of 6 rolls I could make one of these.
Yeah.
Just, please. Anyway, so the wretched one comes through with a single wound. That's what we got. So back to my turn, and the bolt thrower says, okay, you're done. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. On top of all that, this did fail its check as the something ran through it. Anyway.
The boy didn't pass and ran through it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, anyway. But the bolt thrower decided to pick off that last wretched one. So yay. Meanwhile, up here, we're on like the 3rd combat round with my general fighting those chosen. He's taken a wound at this point. At the end of this turn, he takes another wound.
And you didn't rally?
And they don't rally on a 9.
And they ran that way. Okay.
And they continue running.
All right.
The Iron Orcs have picked up the token at this point.
Okay.
And we move to turn 5. Turn 5 looks like that. He's going first. His guys come in and pivot towards the get launcher.
Sure.
Up top, the chosen fight away. The general, the problem is he's needing to roll 6s to wound me. He's AP 1, and then so I have a 5-up save, 5-up, 5-up.
He doesn't really have any static to go against.
And he's got no static to go against me, so we're just banging away at each other. I'm killing guys.
Yeah, you should be winning the fight.
I'm winning every fight, but he won't break.
Yeah.
So he keeps making a save. You can see now he's down to 1.
Looks like you failed yet another.
Back to my turn. I fail to rally, and they continue running.
So wow, so they failed 3 in a row.
They have failed. No, well, they failed a rerollable 8, and then they failed 2 9s.
Yeah.
So that's 4 by my counting.
I see. So the rerollable 8. Okay.
And then we're finally going to go to turn 6. These
You're hoping this game ends soon.
Please, it needs to. These guys charge off the get launcher.
Okay.
You can see the general up there finally finished the last guy and managed to survive with a wound left.
Okay. Did you rally?
And they rallied on the final turn.
Didn't on the table. Okay.
Yeah, we hit. And so it's going to end up being 9 to 11. Sorry, it should be 11 to 9 for the Warriors.
For the Warriors. Okay.
Yeah, I won on points, 12 to 8.
Oh, okay.
But he got the objective.
With worse than that for you. Okay.
No, well, I have surprisingly a decent number of points left. I have like 1,700 to his 1,000 or so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's, well, I've got actually 2 of my characters, all but my mage.
Yeah.
I've got 2 of my characters and that big expensive block. And
you get 2 blocks and 2 characters, basically.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
And there you go. This was bad. No, I'm not going to do about that. Just the die rolls here.
Yep.
Yeah, can't do it. It's what it is. Now, again, I've got him separated from my general, which means he's not stubborn 9 instead of stubborn 6.
Yeah.
Stubborn 6 is not anywhere near as good, but again, out of 2 of these units, even if the boar guy sticks on a 6, 4 chances at a 6, 1 of these units sticks. If the boar sticks, then
it may have actually been better that you ran away.
Oh, well, let me put it this way. Even if the boar runs away, with the wretched one chasing him, that leaves the to me, that leaves the Ed Bashers either one of these units to go into.
Yeah, well, to me, the worst thing is he kills your spider and then he runs into your block of orcs.
Oh, if he would have hit me and just killed me outright?
Yeah.
Or pushed me that way. Now, had he pushed me that way,
then everything would have ran into
then that's
guys.
really terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, his one guy misses me, his wretched one, I think, based on where his base is.
Yeah, but that looks like he might clip you, but okay.
But anyway, but these 5 guys, these 8 guys left in my flank are not pleasant. And they're going to really put a job on those.
Yes, I think you're better off running away than staying here.
Well, no, I mean, it's just which way he chases me, basically.
Well, you got to go that way to kill that unit.
I'm just surprised he didn't go. Well, the thing is, the spider might get away if he goes up, if he pushes the spider towards the center.
He might.
Because I'm rolling 3 dice to his 2.
The wretched one.
Unless the wretched one decides to chase me.
Yeah.
Then I don't get away because the wretched one runs 3 dice to my best of 3.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway. So yeah, again, had this come off with a different result, you know, I think I'm in decent shape to pull out a small win in this. Because I think the Ed Bashers are in position to come out of there and do something. As long as it's not against these Chosen.
Yes.
At this point, I could even probably go with the Chosen. So, anyway. They have a lot of, you know, Strength 5, AP 3 attacks. I killed a bunch of Chosen, hopefully break them.
Right.
I was hoping when this fight came in that the Spider could do a little bit more and I win that combat, and now those guys aren't steadfast. They wouldn't be steadfast anyway because the Spider has a rank. But anyway, whatever. But it was a fun game. But 11-9 to the Warriors.
It's kind of bad luck with your Spider.
They won by 2. And I just continually have this.
2 guys.
I mean, that's 5 wounds, though. That's not terrible.
I'll keep forgetting the 2 each, yeah.
But that's his 8 attacks plus the Thunderstomp. You know.
16 attacks.
So it's 16. Well, if you want to count the Strength 3 goblins, yes.
Why not? I mean, they can punk one guy.
Yeah, maybe. If they get lucky.
I mean, he's not using shield, so you know, so yeah, it's lucky. He might get one.
Lucky, but anyway, it was a fun game though.
And your Surge could potentially get one, get a whole figure. You know.
Yeah, actually, I put my Surge on the
champion.
No, I put my Surge on the wretched one, hoping to finish it.
I see.
But yeah, it didn't go.
Okay.
But that happens, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, but despite all that, who came up with the wretched ones? I'm curious. Who came up with the wretched ones?
Well, they've been around for a long time.
Who came up with?
The difference now is in Warhammer, you couldn't take them as units. That's the only thing they changed.
Right. But I mean, who came up with a 6d6 Strength 4 grind that go at the end of the combat no matter if they're dead or not? Anyway, it just breaks so many rules. It breaks so many rules. The Chosen, again, even if he has paired weapons with them,
right.
Which I think if you're going to do that unit, why not lose 5 attacks and make them Strength 6?
Chosen was Strength 4.
They're base Strength 4.
Yeah.
So he's got paired weapons, so he has, like I said, 35 Strength 4, AP 1.
He's at 5. It's like...
No, but lose 5 attacks and get rid of the hand weapon, get rid of the paired weapons and go to great weapons, and just abuse something.
I think halberds, but...
or if they have the option of halberds.
Because you still want to use that agility.
Right. But anyway. Again, the most dumb unit in the game, the wretched ones. Because not only do they have random movement and go in any direction they want, they break rules by not having... They break so many rules in the game.
They do. Well, there's plenty of things to do that.
Apparently the people that like things that break rules look at the Infernal Dwarves.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to break rules, just make a bunch of your own.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, I guess I'll
Okay.
leave that alone after, I don't know, another few, 3 or 4 years.
There you go.
But for now, no. But it was a fun game. I had a great time. And that'll do it.
Till next time.
Thank you.